How's it going, guys? Your boy Salty Uchi here, Red Hair Kaneki, 2/3 of Golden Triangle, Anime Late Night Podcast. Yeah, shout out to you. Expect us to start getting back into Black Clover, being that Dragon Ball Super is now out the mix. So expect us to start doing that, since some people want to play Overwatch for 4 hours and not do a review, as well as
Sorry, I got his streams.
Actually, you should really show up to your streams. By the way, your streams are actually great. So expect us to start doing Black Clover and Dragon Ball Super, the manga. So yeah. Anyway,
excuse me, I play Fortnite too.
And he plays Fortnite. We are here to do One Piece chapter 900 manga review. What would you like? So, what were your thoughts, sir?
I don't know, bro. Like the Germa, they're about to become Swiss cheese. I don't know, like how deep. I don't know how deep those.
Sweet Reiju and your poison juices.
Man, whatever.
Sorry.
Just whatever.
Anyway.
They're getting hit up with like that fucking Gatling gun.
That Gatling gun, yeah. That turret.
Shit.
Bastion.
Man, fuck that.
But yeah, right now Germa's in a really... Okay, first thing first. Big Mom...
Stuffing her goddamn face.
Yeah, she is stuffing her face with that cake. She gets that first taste. She's like, it's crack!
It reminds me of something.
It does. And as she's gorging that shit...
Fucking singing and shit.
And singing.
Some twisted goddamn Disney.
Disney is twisted, dude.
Yeah. Like, so sweet, so sweet. So ever risky.
Exactly. With that going on, Chiffon is actually observing as Capone's got her on his shoulder bowing out.
Yeah.
And sees that as she's eating the cake, she's getting flashbacks of when her, Sanji, and Pudding were making it. And she was getting upset with him, being that you need to take this seriously. Your crewmates' lives are on the line. Everybody in this territory's lives are on the line. And he's like, girl, I know what I'm doing. I'm just having a good time. I'm just imagining Big Mom's face when she tastes some of my cream. Yeah, that was a bit much.
40,
68. No, I told you she's expired already. Anyway, so she, so as she's gorging it and whatnot, Pudding herself is like, no, he is the truest chef that I've ever known. Like, is like what it took Streusen like a couple,
week.
Yeah, like a whole week or a couple days to do. He was able to do it in 2 hours. You know what I mean?
But you should come to show like Sanji is fucking great cook.
Yeah, he is. So with that being said,
Komatsu level. Does he have food luck?
He's got food love, I guess. I don't know if I call it luck. He's close though.
Does he have a gourmet demon?
I don't know. Probably not. I have to wait until his wedding to find that out. But
I mean, he's not getting married now.
Wow. Yeah, definitely not now. But so as she's going through these flashbacks and Big Mom is basically eating it, you see Big Mom's eyes slowly start to like roll back. She falls over, wakes up with cream all over her face.
Yeah.
And she's back.
Yeah, Peral's like, was it poison?
Yeah, initially thought it was poison, but come to find out she's actually back to normal.
Yeah, there's fucking tear in the eyes, snot coming out and shit.
And cream all over her face.
Fucking Peral's like, fucking happy and shit, and start telling that to melt. They relaying that to all Big Mom pirates.
Yeah, all of Tot Land. And they were pretty much saved. And Pudding got all the credit.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because Pudding... Where was Pudding at? She was in that back alley?
In like a back alley somewhere, like
Wow. Pudding was in a back alley and the whole town, because on Chocolate Island... No, she's not on Chocolate Island, is she?
I think
she's on Cacao Island.
Island.
Yeah. Well, that's Chocolate Island, right? Is that the translation for it?
I guess.
Alright. She's on her island, and she's hearing all the celebration and how the edict is going around that Pudding saved everybody, Pudding saved us all, so on and so forth. And she is like, no.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. So, I caught her up in the shower, but it wasn't me. Anyway, that was terrible. Sorry. With that being so, basically, wow. So basically, the rampaging has come to an end. Yeah. Everybody's celebrating, and
they were like, Lady Pudding's was it Lady Pudding used that traitor Chiffon to save all of us.
Yeah, someone did say that.
Like yo, they were throwing Chiffon on the bus.
Yeah, they were doing shots fired on that. That's kind of fucked up. But So anyway, they make their escape. Or so, like I said, Capone and Chiffon make their escape. All the islands are saved. Big Mom is continuing to gorge herself, and then she goes into this crazy ass Disney Alice in Wonderland murder, kill shit. And then we start getting flashbacks, like inside of her mouth. Like, what was that? Like, it was like Pet Cemetery, but the translation was like whatever.
It's Pet Cemetery. Yeah, it's called Pet Cemetery.
Whatever. And so, like, you're seeing like all the dead homies. No pun intended. But you saw a flashback of her at her 6th birthday. You saw Lady Mother Carmel.
She was like, "Isn't that right, Mother?" And then it's like you see her in front of the Semla thing, and then with the happy birthday, and all the kids were around it. Look like all those kids about to jump into her mouth
before they all got consumed and shit.
Like they are part of the ingredients.
Pretty much. So as all this is going on, then next thing you know, she has the Semla in her head, dancing with all the other kids, and going through all this ecstasy and shit. Talking about, everybody is welcome here. We're all one big family. But if you try to leave, you die. Wow, that's savage. That's really savage. It's an interesting way of looking at a circumstance. I don't know really how to make of that. Is obviously the cake. She's got like a sugar high, basically.
She's just hungry, man.
No, she obviously has a sugar high, and obviously Sanji's talent, is apparently shines through rather heavily, because if it wasn't for basically the love that's infused in that, take that part first. The love that's, I was gonna say take theirs. Oh, all right. I guess with all the love that he infused into the actual cake itself, I guess that's what it was that she's actually eating. So in some ways, Sanji's true talent is passing his emotions and his sentimentality through.
He passes
his food.
His love through his cream.
Wow. Wow. As that all goes on, then we get to the more darker aspect of the chapter, which is basically Oven ends up coming through the mirror and shit, and they're like, "Oh, what are you doing here? What's going on Cacao Island?" And he's like, "Oh, well, Brule actually went to go and get those bullets." Or
how the fuck does Oven still live with that hole in his chest?
I don't know, man. Size ends up saying that Brule's going to handle the problem for them. They're good, and comes here saying that Straw Hat can't be allowed to leave. So he ends up doing what, like Sea Hell Fire, whatever the fuck it's called.
Sea of Hell.
Yeah, Sea of Hell, and basically fucking boils all the fishermen, turn them into lobsters and fucking salmon and all kinds of shit.
So they have to dive deeper.
Yeah, to basically
avoid the heat.
To basically hold off. So they end up going through that nonsense and whatnot, and then the Straw Hats are basically getting blasted on by Lady Smoothie. Judge is actually forced to fight now.
It looked like it's against Snack.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you see the top hat thing.
Oh, okay. So he's fighting off against Snack. That's probably not going to end well. We'll see. And then we get to Germa. The only person that I saw out of Germa that actually looked like they were okay was probably Reiju. Everybody else was getting shot the fuck up. Yeah. Like those Galley guns was lighting their asses up.
Yonji's on the ground.
Yeah, Yonji's already on the ground.
They were bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, Nichi and Ichiji are still up, hurt though, and full of holes, but they're still up.
I don't think that the bullet completely penetrate them, the skin, but it's still doing them like.
Yeah, it still looks really bad. It still looks pretty bad. So there you go on that. That kind of sucks. Hopefully, Reiju's cakes can be saved. Hopefully.
So like, what happens with Kakuri? Is he just like still in the mirror world, or did they actually move him somewhere?
I don't know. Well, that was another problem that I had. Like, how is Oven gonna jump through the mirror world over to them, but not gonna get Katakuri? But it's possible.
He probably saw Kakuri in there laying on the ground, and that's why he got super pissed when he got out.
Maybe. But at the end of the day, though, this is probably just a bullshit what if episode chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know one should really take it too serious.
Like if you play like one of those Japanese dating sims, there's like multiple routes and bad end and like good end and then flags and shit. Yeah, it's like that.
So there you go. So I wouldn't take too much of it. It looked pretty bad for the Straw Hats though, to the point where it looks like the ship might have actually gotten destroyed.
Yeah, Frankie's gonna be pissed.
And we ended up ending the chapter with the Straw Hats Jolly Roger in the water, half burnt.
Yeah, and then Big Mom singing at the end. If you ever try to leave, we'll kill you.
Yeah.
Cause it's so sweet, so ever risky.
Wow.
I like that. That shit's savage.
It's just delusional. That's what that is. Anything else that you want to answer? All right, so like I said, we're think of it as just one of Oda's what ifs. You know, like one way that the situation could have gone. It was called Bad Ending. What?
Or Bad End Musical.
Yeah, Bad End Musical. So there you go on that. I personally didn't like the song. Kaneki did.
I like it. It's just twisted.
Wow. And so there you go. All right, guys. Speculations discussions for episode 900 and 901 will come up next. Thank you guys very much for listening in. We should be on time from here on out.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And like I said, being that Dragon Ball Super, at least the anime is gone, you can expect at least the manga and then Black Clover to start jumping back into rotation. Not sure how far with Black Clover. Maybe we'll just start where we're at and just move forward, which is kind of bullshit because we were really all caught up essentially, except for the last maybe the last 30 chapters, and then everything we lost on the main channel. So anyway, we'll work our way back and we'll eventually get it all done, but we'll more likely start off from this week maybe. So expect to see, we'll probably record that Sunday, so expect that Sunday night if not Monday. So at least there'll be one episode of, you'll get at least a video from us a day, at least for a little while going forward. Alright guys, this is Red Hair. So this is for Savage Kaneki, myself Savage Salty Uchiha. I should start calling myself Savage Salty Uchiha.
Yeah, you're only salty.
Wow. For now. Till you see me on Fortnite. Anyway, for Savage Kaneki, for Salty Uchiha, as well as for Senju, thank you guys very much for listening in. We'll see you guys in the next video.
The Deep Force, Senju.
Exactly. Peace!
Peace.